Native Americans did not have Walmart, Safeway, hunting stores, or Home Depot. They had to live off the land. They lived from the far north of Canada to the dry deserts of the Four Corners, to the bitter Great Plains, to the far northwest corner of what is now the United States. They lived in these four regions because they thought it was their destiny to live there. They lived in these places because they found a lot of weaponry, tools, food, and natural resources where they lived.
One of the Native American tribes were the Hopi. The Hopi lived in the middle of a desert. They had to eat a special type of corn, desert corn, just because they lived in this desert. Then if they wanted to save the corn from the bugs, they put it on a roof where it was too hot for them. They turned the corn into cornmeal to mix with other stuff to make food. Sometimes they would spot a rabbit. One of the men would hunt it with a bow and arrow and eat it, but only if they can find one. You don't have to do that these days. Sometimes they went on a salt gathering trip. In the salt gathering trip, they had to walk all the way to the Grand Canyon, climb down the trips to pick up the salt and head home. On the way home, people have left water in the ground to drink. For water, they make holes in the ground, and then when it rains, it turns into a spring.
But when there is a huge drought, they had to move to a river, and when it rained, they returned. Nowadays, we have light bulbs and stoves to cook up and light up our houses, but the Hopi had to gather coal and light up their house, but only made a limited amount of fire. A normal day for us is going to school, but for the Hopi, they didn't do any of that. So their family taught boys how to hunt and do the hard stuff, but the girls do the other stuff, like making food, building the house, and more. They still have to work.
The Iroquois made their home in the far northeast corner of what is now the United States of America because they thought it was their home, and also because there was a lot of different things that were planted. The Iroquois lived near Lake Ontario and rivers of the northeast of the United States of America. This region was very cold in the winter and had moderate summers, so they could grow stuff. They grew beans, squash, corn, but they also collected plants, water, wood, tree sap, bark, nuts, and strawberries. They also hunted different things like fish, deer, and moose. They trapped fish with nets. They even went out at night to catch fish with torches.
The lance, the bow, the tomahawk, and the bolas were the Iroquois' weapons. They used them in time of war. They were the strongest nation because the Iroquois were made up of 5 nations, but after a while, over 60 tribes joined. The first Native Americans that were in the 5 nations were the Mohawk, Seneca, Oneida,
Onondaga, and the Cayuga tribes. Later, the Six Nations, the Tuscarora tribe, joined the Confederation. They made snowshoes out of elm bark. They made snowshoes because they would not sink in the snow when they were hunting deer and moose. Also, no one had last names because the Iroquois thought they were sacred. The Iroquois were the most powerful tribe because of the 5 nations.
The Sioux Indians lived on the Great Plains, so their main source of food was buffalo. They hunted buffalo with bows and arrows on horses because the buffalo were so fast on the plain. The Plains Indians thought war was a game. So their weapons were spears, clubs, bows, and lots of arrows. The bravest thing someone could do in war was touch someone without hurting them. A man's most special weapon was their shield, since their spirit was drawn on it. As you can see, the Sioux were very different from other American Indians. The Northwest Coast Indians living by the water made their life very different from the rest of the American Indians. For instance, they had a lot of salmon, so that shaped their life-ways. Like the weapons were more shaped for catching fish, like nets and spears. Their life-ways were also affected through living next to lots of forests. Because of that, the Northwest Coast Indians used a lot of wood for wood, tools, and other things. As you can see, living on the Northwest Coast made their life very different from other American Native American tribes.
In conclusion, the environment really shaped the Native Americans' weapons, tools, and food. As a result, the Native Americans' tools, weapons, and food was shaped to fit their needs.